Hi, my name is Mary Spender and you are watching
Tuesday Talks.
And this is Jen Majura.
Hello.
Tuesday
Talks.
Tell me a little bit about what you're up to at the moment.
Absolutely nothing but songwriting, which is really nice, to be honest.
Great.
We've been touring with Evanescence literally since April last year, almost nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really happy to be home right now for almost 2 months, which is fabulous. We're right now about to have like the last tour in the States for the synthesis tour that we're doing. And we've been to Australia, we toured Europe and the States last year as well. Before that, also South America. And we've been on the road almost non-stop. That's how I feel it. And the cool thing about Synthesis, we released an album in November last year. And it's 2 new songs, which is Imperfection and High Low. And all the other songs are renewed versions of older songs.
All right.
And we're touring with orchestra.
Wow.
So that is something really amazing, especially like my highlight on all those touring days was we played the Sydney Opera House twice in Australia. And, you know, I would have considered myself lucky to just go there and see a show. But being on stage at the Sydney Opera House, sold out twice, that is something I never expected in my life to be happening. It's just super cool. And it's cool to be on tour with an orchestra because we play with local orchestras in every city and every country, which means it's literally as live as it can get. Yeah. We don't get to rehearse with those guys. We meet up literally like when the sound check is happening. And we travel with Susie Sider, our conductor. And she's like taking care about the orchestra and rehearsals and everything. And then us as a band would join them for 25 minutes?
Yeah.
And that's all you get. And then boom, there's stage time. And then you play together with those fabulous people. And it's really a nice, warm, mighty, energetic feeling. It's different. You can't really explain it. It's so different. And what is new with Synthesis is that if I say Evanescence are on tour with an orchestra, what do you expect?
Like huge, like how do you mean?
Like what do you think the stage setup is like? You have the orchestra and what else? Like how is the show?
Big. And like
it's definitely big.
But are you sat down, like are you involved in the orchestra somehow?
Ah, here it comes. Because everybody expects rock band plus symphony orchestra in the back.
Yeah.
That's what literally everybody thinks it is, but it's not. Because the cool thing is we are integrated, like merged into the orchestra. We stripped down all the heavy drums and all the heavy distorted guitars. And I miss my Engel amps and my Engel caps on this tour, but I'm playing the Line 6 Helix, which we have here. You can really see it. Yeah. And I'm just plugged into this device of madness and awesomeness. And we play digital, electronical, sometimes even dubstep kind of ish sounds together with the orchestra. And we also are on tour with a programmer. His name is also Will Hunt. For those who know Evanescence, you know our drummer is called Will Hunt, but our programmer and also producer of the album is also called Will Hunt. It was a funny thing at the Canadian border because we all had to get out of the bus and sit there, and the guy collected all our passports. And then we were like, he was just naming like, okay, Jen. It's like, me, okay, step forward, passport, you're good to go. And then he said, William. We have 3 Williams. So 3 of them are like, yep, okay, William Hunt. And still 2. And he was like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So it was William Hunt the 4th. And William Hunt, I don't really remember, but it's really funny to have 2 guys with the same name.
Okay, so like, in terms of orchestras, I used to play the viola. And so
Me too.
No way. Really?
I tell you, best friends forever from this very moment on.
Viola and like, wow.
Yes.
Did you start on violin and then move over, or did you play initially on viola?
So I started, first of all, with piano. And then I realized, I want to rock.
Yeah.
So
viola.
I begged my dad to that time, like, Dad, I want to play electric guitar. And my dad was kind of like, oh no. Because he saw me playing Moonlight Sonata, so he could relax and listen to his daughter play Moonlight Sonata on piano.
God, we have such a mirrored...
I tell you, best friends forever. And then I started playing the guitar, and I started out with the electric guitar first because I didn't want to go through all that classical stuff. I do now because I think it's super cool to enlarge your skills with whatever. But I started with electric guitar, and then also a little bit of bass, of course, a little bit of drums, and then the vocals. And when I was 13, 14, my music teacher back from high school, he was like, Jen, I need somebody who plays the viola in the orchestra, the school orchestra. I pay your lessons, you learn, you play. And I was like, okay. So I tried it, but it's not really my thing. No, same with the bass. So.
It wasn't my thing either, but I enjoyed it while I played. But I started, I did singing and piano very young, and then violin. Never drums.
Okay.
Never drums. I play badly. Really badly.
Me too. Saxophone?
No, never done wind or brass.
No. Okay.
No, can't play those strings. Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
But viola, I ended up studying it at university.
Whoa! Wow! Look at you.
But I knew I wasn't going to be a classical musician because one, I wasn't hardworking enough because I was playing guitar all the time and teaching myself. But also just because some of the people around me who were going off to do it at Royal Academy, and they were just so amazing, like amazing. And so being sat in string quartets with them, orchestras, there weren't that many viola players, so the competition was kind of
course.
So I got into everything, which improved me even more. But then once I graduated, I was like, this is probably the best I'm going to get. Now it's time to focus on the guitar, which is something I'd always wanted to do. So I had to buy my first guitar. My parents did not want me to play it initially, but they were fine if I was going to save up for it myself and show some drive.
Yeah.
But
same here.
But and it's funny because being a teenager with an electric guitar, it's a powerful instrument.
Absolutely.
Because instead of just slamming a door, you can just crank up the distortion. I had a Line 6 Spider 2.
Oh God. Don't let Glenn hear that. Jeez.
But I was a teenager, so it was, it was fine. I wasn't going on the road with it. And it was just, that. Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing to piss off my parents. Which is all I wanted to do.
Well, then the Line 6 Spider 2 is perfect for them.
I know, they've kind of improved somewhat, haven't
Yes, they definitely did. And the Helix is a very easy device to understand and to use. Like, I did another video with Nita together, and she was literally out front, like, standing outside waiting, and I was, like, programming everything super fast. And it works. It's perfect. I use it to switch. I use the 4-cable method, so I'm switching my angle amps with it.
Wow.
And I get all my different presets. And what I really like the most...
I didn't even realize you could do that with that.
Yes. And the coolest thing for me... It's nothing special, but the coolest thing for me on that one is... I call it the purple piano. It's a pitch, like a simple pitch. And you can literally lower your guitar with your tuning, I don't know, up to... I think the most extreme that I do is 1.5 steps lower.
Wow.
And the thing is why I started using the Helix Line 6, other way around, the Line 6 Helix, is when I first joined Evanescence in 2015, I didn't use any pedals. I'm super old school. I'm a fan of that guitar, tuner, amp.
Yeah.
I didn't even have like a delay to make it easier to play guitar, Plus angle amps are reacting super fast. They're like right in your face. So if you fuck up, you will hear it. So I let some other guitar players play my setup, and they were like, it's impossible to play on that. It's so tough to play. And you really need to focus a lot on your tone, on everything, because it's like, it's right there. And there's no, oh, look at me, I'm a nice delay. I make everything nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I came up to Evanescence with that kind of attitude, and they were like, oh, no, you need a chorus pedal. No, you need a flanger. And after the end of the first day of rehearsal, I had I don't know, it was massive. There were so many pedals. And I remember we have this one song called The Change, where I calculated how many pedals I would have to hit at the same time. And it would have been like, I don't know, 4 or 5 pedals all at the same time. And I suck at the pedal dance. I do.
And it's impossible.
It's just like, how am I going to do this? Yeah. Like, jump on top of them. Like, ah! And then I talked to my Line 6 guys, and I was like, hey guys, help me out. I need something. Mm-hmm. So they provided me this incredible unit, and I can program everything, and I just have one little knob to step on, and that's it, and I'm really happy with it. And back to the purple piano. Mm-hmm. So in the beginning we had, I think it was something between 9 and 11 guitars on tour. That is a lot of wood.
It's a lot of wood.
And it's all different tunings, you know. We play a lot of 7-string and baritones as well. Mm-hmm. I had like a drop baritone, standard baritone, then half-step lower baritone, 7-string drop, 1-step lower. It's incredible. We had so many different tunings. And at one point I was like, I don't want this. This is too much. I don't want to run to my guitar tech and change guitars after every song. Mm-hmm. So that little thing can have a so-called simple pitch. That's the purple color here. It's
amazing.
Purple and perfect. That's what I like to call it. And I can lower just my guitar. So it's the same string tension, which is a little bit confusing in the beginning because it sounds lower and you fret the note. And this is clearly a G, but no, it's not. It's a G flat now. Like, what? But it made my guitar collection on tour like increase to 3, which is so good. Yeah. And I can play a lot of more songs on one guitar instead of changing the whole time. Mm-hmm. So that's why I like this device the most. It can do a lot of incredible things. Line 6, please, next unit, please try to make a coffee brewer or something inside. That would be awesome. So I can have a tube to my microphone maybe and drink some coffee while
I think
playing.
they'd probably be able to do it as well.
That would be hilarious, yes. But besides that, it can do everything. And I'm really happy with that.
Amazing. And so this is your main guitar, right?
This is the so-called guitar which you are looking for years. Mm-hmm. And you hear other people go like, oh, you know, that's totally my guitar. And I was always playing guitars and was like, yeah, that's a good guitar. But I never really understood the feeling that they described until I grabbed this one. I know it's a Steve Vai signature model. It's a Jam, clearly. Blue floral pattern from the newer version. And actually it's standard. Everything is standard except one little thing. So I equipped that guitar with the so-called Terminator kit by Mad Hatter Guitar Products. Right. They do rewire everything in here. I'm not a technical guy, so I don't really know what exactly they did, but to make a long story short, I've got a push-pull pody here. Great. And that turns my 5 switch into a 10 switch. I literally have a mid boost inside of my guitar. So if we, for example, go like, wow. And that is awesome because for every channel, especially in the studio, you get a lot more mid frequencies, and you can like do doubling guitars and double tracks and just have more optional frequencies. That's really a nice thing. Except that everything is standard. I only have, I don't know if you can see it in the back, like I invented these little tubes because they usually come equipped with those little rubber, I don't know, they look shaped like a C. Yeah. And as soon as you go like on your, I like to use my whammy bar a lot, and if I go like this, whoa, those springs in the back, they move a lot, and they would immediately, those little rubber things, they fall out. So I'm like, okay, I need a tube that goes around it and stays there, and it's perfect. And beside that, everything is, and still in tune. You want to do it? Come on.
Well, I've never ever
Come on, you can do it.
Like, how should I do it? Just
push it down.
Like, push it down all the way?
Yeah, come on.
But, like, oh my god.
Isn't that awesome?
That's mad. Like, And
the coolest thing is... Still in tune.
Wow. I'm speechless. Honestly, like, that's amazing. So... well, I think, thank you very much.
And another modification. I have Reggie Kotzen sign it.
I think we're going to have to end there because I like, that's amazing. That's amazing. What a cool guitar. And thank you very much for joining me on this Tuesday Talks. It's so nice to meet you. And it's so funny how our like lives have sort of mirrored a little bit.
Best friends Obviously, forever, I tell you.
You're doing a little bit better than me. But yeah, thank you very much. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. But otherwise, I'll see you next week. Bye.
It's so good to meet you. Oh my God.
Best friends forever.